Hello, my dear students. This is Kamrul Islam, your English teacher, South Madrasa High School, Hatazari, Chattogram. And today I am present here before you with my online class, and I am going to discuss conditional, which is very important to complete the sentences. And this class is for the students of class 8 to 10. And I hope all you will enjoy the class. Our today's topic is conditional. Have a look. Conditional. If any sentence starts with if clause, it is called conditional. And if any sentence starts with if clause, it is called conditional. Conditional, have a look, can be divided into two. Mainly conditional can be divided into two: real conditional and unreal conditional. Real conditional is of two kinds: zero conditional and first conditional. Again, unreal conditional is of two kinds: second conditional and third conditional. Therefore, conditional is of four kinds. Now, I am going to discuss one by one. First of all, zero conditional. It indicates universal truth, habitual truth, or scientific truth. And the structure of zero conditional is present if plus present indefinite tense. The result is also present indefinite tense. That is, it will be a start with the present indefinite tense and it will be finished in the present indefinite tense. We can see the examples. If the wind blows, the trees move. If the wind blows, it is in the present indefinite tense. The trees move, it is also in the present indefinite tense. So it is a zero conditional. Please notice one thing. We have put comma after the if clause. If the wind blows, comma, the trees move. We can also write the same sentence. The trees move if the wind blows. We have written if clause in the end of the sentence, and that's why we have not used comma here. So if the if clause is used in the first of the sentence, comma will be used, and if we use if clause at the end of the sentence, comma will not be used. We can also see if you leave the ice cream in the sun, it melts. It is in the present tense. The result is also in the present tense, and we have used comma. But if we write the second part of the sentence first, it melts if you leave the ice cream in the sun, then we will not use comma. And this is the role of the zero conditional. Dear learners, now I am going to discuss first conditional. Have a look. First conditional means a possible future conditional, and the structure is if plus present indefinite tense, and the last clause will be in the future indefinite tense. Of course, can put my might, going to is also possible. Now have a look. If you come in time, I shall go with you. If you come in time, it is if plus present indefinite tense clause, and then the last clause is in the future indefinite tense. This is the rule. If we see any sentence started with if and present indefinite tense clause, then we will do the future indefinite tense in the next clause. Second example, if we don't leave soon, we will miss the train. If we don't leave soon, will miss the train. Number 3, if we don't get an invitation, you can't come to the party. Again, if you don't get an invitation, you can't come to the party. We can also write this sentence by using unless. Unless you get an invitation, you can't come to the party. We can also use will not instead of can't. Number 4, if you read attentively, you will do well in the exam. We can also say, if you read attentively, you can do well in the exam. Again, number 5, if you take exercise regularly, you will remain healthy. We can also say, if you take exercise regularly, you can remain healthy. You might remain healthy. And we can also use going to. If you come in time, you are going. I am going with you. If you come in time, I am going with you. We can also express future independence by using going to. In this way, first conditional is used. So what we have learned about first conditional? First conditional is future possible condition. If plus present indefinite tense is used in first conditional, and the last part or second conditional will be in the future indefinite tense. It is called first conditional. Okay, now I am discussing first conditional. Have a look. First conditional means a possible future conditional. A possible future condition. The structure is if plus present indefinite, and the result will be future indefinite. Of course, can, may, and going to is also possible. Have a look. If you come in time, I shall go with you. If you come in time, if plus present indefinite tense, and the result I shall go with you, future indefinite tense. Number 2, if we don't leave soon, we will miss the train. Present indefinite tense, if close plus present indefinite tense, and the result future indefinite tense. Number 3, if you don't get an invitation, you can't come to the party. Or we can also write it in this way: unless you get an invitation, you can't come to the party. That is, if you don't means unless. Number 4, if you read attentively, you will do well in the exam. Number 5, if you take exercise regularly, you will remain healthy. We can also use can, may, and going to instead of shall, will, because this also indicates future indefinite tense. If you come in time, I can go with you. Or if you come in time, I may go with you. If you come in time, I am going with you. In this way, we can also express first conditional. So what we have learned about first conditional is first conditional, if clause will be in the future in the present indefinite tense, and the result will be in the future indefinite tense. This is called first conditional. Okay, now come to the second conditional. Have a look. Second conditional is unreal conditional, and we can also say imaginary or hypothetical condition. So to express anything imaginary or unreal or hypothetical anything, we can use this by using e plus simple past or past indefinite tense, and then the second clause will be would or could plus verb 1. Might is also possible instead of could. For example, if he did it, I could or I would or I might know it before. He did not do it. Actually, he did not do it. If he did it, I could or I would or I might know it before. In this way, if I own a lottery, I would buy a car. Number 3, if he were rich, he could help the poor, or he would help the poor, or he might help the poor. Notice one thing, remember one thing, where is used with all persons if we indicate anything unreal. If we wish anything which is unreal or imaginary, we have to use where with all persons. Now, number 4, had I the wings of a bird, I could fly in the sky. Actually, I don't have any wings, so it is my imaginary. Had I the wings of a bird, I could or I would or I might fly in the sky. In this way, number 5, if you studied hard, you could pass the exam. You did not study hard actually, and that's why you could not do well. You could not pass the result. If you studied hard, you could pass the exam. It will be the result. So this is called second conditional. What we have learned about second conditional is an unreal thing. If we want to express anything which is imaginary, we have to use if plus simple past, and then with the subject would, could or might plus verb 1 is used in the second clause, and this is the rule of the second conditional. Okay, now I am going to discuss third conditional. Have a look. Third conditional is unreal, impossible, hypothetical condition. That is, which is not possible at all, which is unreal, totally unreal, and hypothetical. It is called third conditional, and it will start if plus past perfect and then subject plus would have or could have plus verb 3. That is, third conditional is always started with the if clause and past perfect tense, and the last clause is subject would have or could have verb 3. Have a look. For example, if I had started earlier, I could have caught the train. If I had started earlier, I could have caught the train. Actually, I could not start early, and it is not possible because the train already left the station, and it is not possible for me to catch it again, so I could have caught the train. Second sentence, second example, have a look. If we had known they are coming, we would have made more food. We could have or could have made more food. In this way, third conditional is we can in this way we can use third conditional, that is if plus first perfect tense and the next clause will be would have or could have plus verb 3. In this way third conditional is written. So what we have learned about third conditional, it is completely unreal, hypothetical, and it is also impossible. It is started with if plus past perfect tense, and then the next clause is written by using would have or could have with the subject and verb 3. After have always verb 3 is used. So we have already learned zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. At a glance, we can see our clauses or 4 conditionals. Please have a look. Have a look, dear learners. At a glance, zero conditional. If we drive, we can get there faster, and we can write it first in the first conditional. If we drive, we will get there faster. And third conditional, if we drove, second conditional, if we drove, we would or could get there faster. And third conditional, if we had driven, we could have got there faster. So at a glance, we can see zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. Zero conditional, as a rule, if plus present indefinite tense and the result in the present indefinite tense or in the present. First conditional, if we drive, we will get there faster. If plus present indefinite tense and the result in the future indefinite tense. Second conditional, if we drove, we would or could get there faster. If plus simple past or past indefinite tense and the result subject plus would or could plus verb 1. And third conditional, if plus past perfect tense. If we had driven, if plus past perfect tense, and then we could have got there faster. Subject would have, could have, or verb 3 and verb 3. So all conditionals have been discussed clearly, and I hope all you have understood today's class, and I hope you will practice. If you practice, you will have no problem to understand conditional, and you will be able to complete the sentences when you will see if clause there. I hope you will remain well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Take care and don't waste your time for nothing by using games on your mobiles or going outside. Okay, dear learners, I have already discussed 4 conditionals, and I hope all you have understood. Thank you for attending my class.